Good morning, everyone, that you are arriving to our awareness moments, online meetings. Welcome. Welcome, everyone, in Instagram Direct and in Facebook Live. Welcoming you. Just to say that in Facebook Live, I can see your hearts and symbols. So if you want to say hello and to always write a comment, you need to go to the comments page and to write there. So welcoming you all, everyone. Really good to see you. Good morning and good afternoon for some and good night for everyone. Ciao, Italia. Ciao, Iana. Hoping that you are keeping yourself in a way that you are already in a quarantena for a long time. We are here for you. Hello, Tom from Mexico. David. Hello. Hello, Felipe and Naid. Hello, everyone in Instagram Direct. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Inti. Hello. Hello, sweethearts. Welcome to our awareness meetings at this online internet connection that we now have. Hello, Spain. Hello, Ukraine and Russia. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello. Hello from my heart. Hello. Hello, Russia again. Hello. Hello, Portugal. Of course, from Portugal to the rest of the world, here we are all together in this cybernetic reality that allows us to meet there beyond the physicality. So just waiting for everyone to arrive. So today, we are going to speak about forgiveness. Why is so important that we can do the process of forgiveness first ourselves and then others, and why is so difficult to forgive in a true sense of the word. And before we start our hello from Hungary and from Greece, hello my sweethearts, welcome all. Hello. So before we go into our meditation that we always start our awareness meetings, meditation for grounding and connecting, so we can enter this deep space. Hello from Moscow. Hello, Polina. So we can really enter this deep space of true work with ourselves. I want to tell that today is the last day that I did everyday online meetings. In April, I will start twice a week, because I'm receiving a lot of requests for individual sessions, these awareness meetings, the movement that we created. We stay together with 35 awareness facilitators, trainee, totally voluntary work, totally for free, because more and more people are dealing with the consequence of true isolation and the difficulties that is to be in family relations, with all the fears coming out, fears about the future, fear about what will happen to us, fears about the economic situation, and how really to deal with intimacy and true to support. So, and a lot of violence is already happening, and a lot of nervous and dramatic stress is starting to rise. So I really want to give my time to support each one of you, and everyone that you might know. Please share We Stay Together movement so people can go into this support one-to-one, totally for free. If you know if someone needs true support, please share the the We Stay Together movement, because we need to come out of this quarantena in a position of true awareness and more calmness, so we can rewrite the history of humanity. So let's stay together. Hello, Raquel and Marina, everyone, Anna, Irina, Marisa. We need to support each other. And here is what we are doing in these online meetings, that we really go deep inside of us, and we are very brave to do this work. At the end is a shout of our soul. We really want to rise into awareness, so we create a more conscious life for all the human beings. So from now on, I will do 2 online meetings each week, so we can really have more time to support people that they are already feeling very hard the consequence of the quarantena and the fears and the doubts. And we want to help and to support people to go through and how to deal with strong emotions from a very conscious place, and to transform those strong moments into awareness and true healing. So thank you for being here. Thanks everyone for being here. So before we start our work with awareness about forgiveness, we will dive in our beginning meditation that we will use to support ourselves to come to presence inside of us and to become closer to ourselves. So when we start to work, we can work from a much more aware place inside of us. So everyone, take a deep breath. And the next one. Put your feet on the ground. And the ones that you are in lotus position, straight your back, align your spine, and take a deep breath, everyone. Pressing the feet on the ground or feeling the heaviness of your body against the floor. Sense, recognize how solid is that floor. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling how supported you are by that floor. Breathing in, breathing out. And now I invite you to visualize Earth, planet Earth, under the ground of your house, supporting your house. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the tensions in the body. Breathing in, breathing out, and recognizing and visualizing this paradise that is planet Earth, full of mountains and trees, full of deserts and forests and jungles, full of rivers running to the oceans, full of rain and storms and stars, the moon and the sun. Breathing in, breathing out with this abundance that we have surrounding us. Breathing in, breathing out. Visualizing our sisters and brothers, animals and rocks, and all the other beings that they are sensing beings or no sensing beings. All here together. All here breathing together and vibrating, full of life. Breathing in, breathing out. and just feeling that we all breathe oxygen with the plants, that everything outside, even if you are inside in quarantena, is just going through this movement that we call life, like us. Nothing stops. We don't stop. We breathe in, breathe out together. And nobody can steal this connection from you. You are this connection. Breathing in, breathing out. Even in quarantena, inside, you are pulsating this life force inside of you and outside of you. And in this moment, just recognize a part of your body that is relaxed and breathe there. Take a deep breath in that place of your body. Breathing in, breathing out. And invite that relaxation to expand to the other parts of your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing your body to relax. And inviting that relaxation to your heart. Relaxing all the emotions. And inviting that relaxation to your mind. Letting go all the thoughts now, just for now. Breathing in, breathing out. And opening your eyes. Take a deep breath, everyone. And welcome, everyone, to this awareness meeting where we will dive today into the forgiveness process that is so important that we all do it. First of all, welcome everyone from every country, and to the ones that you are just coming today. I want to tell you that these online awareness meetings are only for the true willingness to work in ourselves, to develop and to grow into awareness, so we can really expand who we are, connecting more and more to our true essence, and to liberate ourselves and to heal ourselves from the wounds that we might carry since our childhood, and that they might be active and controlling us from a very unconscious space. The more we heal ourselves, the more we grow into awareness, the more closer we become to our true essence, the more we become compassion, the more we become a more sentient being, that we really take care of ourselves and others. And by doing that, to become more loving, more compassion, we become closer to other people. We forgive much more. We understand that we all carry wounds, and at the same time we become much more clear, and we can set our boundaries easily, not against the other, but because that we have the right to our own limits and to our own safetyness. So true healing is a right for everyone. It is at the same time a responsibility, and at the same time is a rite of passage. Rite of passage has a momentum that we dedicate to awareness, where we leave the unconscious and irresponsible way of living, and we become the ones that we are responsible for our reactions and thoughts and choices in our life. That's why the process of healing is so important. So when we look to our society and to our relations, we can really respond to life with consciousness and with a true capacity of understanding that everyone is in the same boat as us, and how can we support mankind to rise? How can we become a point of consciousness where we contribute to a better life? That's why healing is, and consciousness is the main purpose of my life. That's why I give every day of my life to become a more conscious person. And I have a long way to do, as you, exactly as you. And I'm so happy that I had this choice for a long time in my life. And I still carry this passion for the truth, for consciousness, and we never lose the hope and the innocence of believing that mankind is good, that humans, the true essence is love, is hope, is cooperation, is collaboration. And what we live in our days, and that brought us to this position where we all stand now, it's not our true essence, but yes, our personality and ego structure that was raised from centuries in a fear-based society and controlling society, and the need for power. And this need for power comes from always a place inside that it calls that person that doesn't love him herself enough to believe that he can be loving and worthy, and that he can trust life. The need for power and more control is always coming from a very wounded place inside of all of us. So that's why we all need to go through, and the forgiveness process is an amazing tool that we can use every day to help us to really wake up for our true own needs and personal needs, and for our true essence, and how to see beyond what was made to us and to the pain that we felt, and to overcome that and to transform into wisdom and to liberate us from the hook that is being in pain. So before we start the exercise that we always do every day, because these awareness meetings are very practical, because I truly believe that true spirituality is when we can embody all the philosophies that we follow, that we feel in our heart, but when we can start to behave and to integrate and to reflect all these beliefs and longings of our heart into our relations, into our actions. So that's why I believe in practical spirituality, and it's what we do here. It's to give you tools to embrace that and to put in practice. So the forgiveness process is a very important tool that we always can use. And why? Because the forgiveness process, it's a way, first of all, to see what do we consider justice and injustice, and how we were wounded by a person or a situation. And by seeing where we were wounded, we need then to go to a place that we allowed ourselves to go wounded, to get hurt, and why we got hurt, and how to overcome that pain and come to a place where we can see the other person has not the person that hurted us because they wanted, but because somehow they were in a very unconscious place, and to understand the reasons behind. And even if we don't understand the reasons behind how to liberate ourselves from that pain, how to let go, and to take us from this position that the pain becomes the poison, and to see when we don't want to, when we can't forgive, it's because there's a part of not the of this part that we can't forgive that is still giving us as something. And what is the part of us that is receiving? So first of all, we need to understand that our true essence, in my belief system, in my heart, our true essence can't be wounded. Our true essence is pure consciousness. And if it's pure consciousness can't be hurt. The only thing that can really be hurt is our personality structure and our ego and our emotional body that is totally attached to our personality structure. So if when we feel wounded, that we as humans, we born into this physical realm with this ego structure and personality structure for a reason of social interaction, and has a matrix that we can interconnect in these dimensions. What happens is the wounds that we carry from the pain that we think that someone inflicted on us is the emotional part of the personality structure that is being wounded, because our true essence is not possible to be wounded, because, I will repeat, is just pure consciousness. Of course, this explained like this is very beautiful, and we all in this moment, we are feeling, yes, but when I feel that I was mistrusted and I was wounded, emotionally, I really get hurt, and it's really painful. And so we will work today in this emotional body and personality structure that becomes attached to that wound, so we have the right to feel angry or sad. Step by step, when we are growing into our awareness and we are really melting all this personality structure that we born into this realm, the more we start to melt and to heal our own wounds, a true feeling of compassion starts to arise in ourselves, compassion towards and compassion towards to others. And it's when a forgiveness process can really start to have a consequence, an active principle that will help you to liberate yourself. So everyone, if my words are starting to help you to touch this space of understanding and to become closer to the forgiveness, please write me some comments in Facebook Live, and the ones in Instagram, you can put some fingers, so we start this interconnection and intercommunication in this video for today. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I really understand that we are here together, and I'm really supporting you in this momentum. The ones on Facebook, you really need to write the symbols and to write comments, otherwise I don't see you with this program. Okay, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much. So I will tell you one example right now that brought me a very big expansion in my being, that helped me to start to entering in a big process of forgiveness and a big process in trusting in my true authentic self and in the mystery of life. Maybe for some of you will be a little bit shocking, but as you know, for me it's impossible to dive deep inside of us and to blossom if we don't confront ourselves from a very honest place inside. For me, there's no other way. We have the right even to lie to each other, but to lie to ourselves is one of the biggest dangers that is for our soul journey in terms of becoming closer to who we truly are and to be very authentic. And the less we lie to ourselves, it's automatically that the less we lie to others, especially from unconscious place. So one time in my first teacher plants ceremony that I did as a client, that my purpose was to heal my life, was very clear to me, the first teaching that I received. And I was in that ceremony, and normally in these ceremonies, for the ones that you don't know what is this kind of work, it's just shamanic, very strong shamanic work with teacher plants that comes from Amazonia. What happened was that I took the plants, and it's forbidden to touch each other. So what happened was, in the middle of that ceremony, the man by my side started to come closer to me and put the mouth and started to speak a very strange language. Very strange. And after that, he jumped on me. And I was so afraid, so frozen, that the only thing that came to my mind in that moment was, you can hurt my body, but you can't hurt my soul. You can hurt my body and you can't hurt my soul. And of course, then something happened, the man went off. And the biggest lesson in that ceremony for me, there was many, of course, and one day where we speak about other subjects like abuse, I will tell deeper about this situation and the power of this teacher plant healing. But in that moment, regarding the forgiveness and trust, what I felt strongly rising inside of me was the trust on my spirit, that this physical life that we all live, and all these emotions and all these attachments to each other, and all these even attachments of having a physical sense of security in the body, that we are alive, was totally melted in a deeper trust that no matter what happened to me in this physical life, even if I have to confront deep pain, strong pain and death, my true essence, that is my spirit, cannot never be hurt, because it's something that is much bigger in terms of true consciousness and true expansion that my physical body, my rational mind and emotions can realize. So forgiveness, it's something that will require a bigger trust in yourself. That's why it's so hard to accept that, to forgive others, to let go the attachment of the emotions that we carry of being hurt. Because the attachment to emotions of your emotional body, of your rational mind, is still giving you the right to think in a certain way, to be connected of what you think that you are. The forgiveness process is bringing you into a journey that will surrender you to something bigger than your personality. And the trust is, and that is the most difficult thing, how this life is so unfair, how people can be so mean, and how we are so separated. And this trust in this more expanded awareness that we go beyond the right doing, wrong doing, that we are all here as brothers and sisters, and even the actions of the other person or our own actions were terrible. We all come from the same true consciousness that is pure. And that's why it's so hard. We don't want to let go. We don't want to recognize in the other this true fountain of life. We don't want to recognize in ourselves this true fountain. We are attached to these personality games of power that is so wounded. That's why so mad to receive recognition, so mad to run away from all the feelings, from pain, from love, from joy. That we are always running for something. And this forgiveness process will require true trust in this pure consciousness, that we go beyond our judgment about the horrible actions that we all do. And that requires that we connect to our own soul, to our own consciousness, and we detach ourselves from the personality games that we all live in. It's not easy. It's not easy. But it's really possible, and it's really liberating. Forgiving doesn't mean that you agree. Forgiving doesn't mean that you relate with that person. Forgiving doesn't mean that you don't set limits, clear limits, and you say no. Forgiving doesn't mean that you don't feel the pain. Forgiving doesn't mean that you become the false spiritual person. Doesn't mean that you are now pure love. No. Forgiving means that you do your own process to see why you were wounded, why you criticize, why you judge, and how you can position yourself. Forgiving means that you work with yourself till a place that you can find compassion to yourself and to others. Forgiving means that you liberate yourself from the hook of the pain that our ego structure and personality love so much to be attached. Forgiven means to be in consciousness and to rise above everything that normally we want to be attached. So all these years that I work with mothers, fathers, lawyers, politicians, doctors, other psychologists, mafia, true mafia, criminals, and militaries, what I see is even the person that did the most horrible thing, that we just judge with the most horrible thing, like whatever you can think and you can imagine. And I already heard, I think, almost everything in my life. Even the ones that you did the most horrible thing, and normally there's a lot of people in mafia and militaries that they really did something that really hurt and brought a lot of pain to many people. But the ones that they give themselves the opportunity to forgive themselves and others, what I see is that they become these amazing human beings, that they grow this compassion and this capacity to see reality as it is, without judgment and criticism. And the ones that you go on with the mind of, you know what is right or wrong, you are the ones that you are the most judgmental persons, and the ones that you create the separation. So for me, when I work with people that somehow they are very unconscious in that ways, and I really want to send all my love to the ones that we work together, and you know who you are, my beloveds, that you did already these horrible things. All my militaries, all my mafiosos, all my politicians, all the ones you hurt, your loved ones at home. I want to send you my prayers and my gratitude for your work, because you became and you are this person that you know what is to really be in hell, metaphorically, and how to create hell. And then because you did your own process, you became the one that you really carry compassion. And so if these people can forgive themselves and to change their lives and to forgive others and to really to contribute to a better future, you can do the same in your family, in your life. And there's no excuses. And if you fight, I can't forgive because that person did that, if you are still in that inner dialogue, you are still in your hell, because you are still fighting with your personality and ego structure. And for me, it's a very honor to work with all these kinds of people that most of society really judge them. Prostitution, mafia, these militaries, all of them, that they carry big pain when they become consciousness about what they did. And if we dig in all people's life, there's a reason why they became like that, till the point that they surrender to conscious work inside of them. So giving you my true support for all of you that you are working, and for the ones that we didn't do so horrible stuff in terms of what we compare, but we are still in these power games with each other, that we are still competing and doing comparisons and criticizing and judging. I give you my support to do this true work in your life. Let's do it all together. For me, this is a very important theme and subject, because we can shout outside, we want better life, we want more conscious, but if we don't do inside, we are not helping our life to transform in a better world. So today we will come to a point that we need to face this deep trust that we can surrender beyond right doing and wrongdoing. That is separation. I am right, you are wrong. We need to go to a higher level of consciousness where we can understand and feel that we all are in the same boat in terms of consciousness and to becoming more aware human beings. Only by coming to that place, we will bring some true transformation. So everyone, if my words are supporting your blossoming into awareness, please write me, send me some symbols in Instagram direct or write, and the ones that you are in Facebook live, you need to write, otherwise I don't see your symbols. Fantastic. Okay, that's it. Everyone, yes, thank you for Facebook. You are writing too. Thank you so much. Yes, we all need to rise our awareness beyond right doing and wrong doing. That's so easy to always put us in a separation. So we defend our personality structure. So we defend our belief systems. So we defend ourselves from true presence and true compassion. And only by doing this process, we will vibrate through awareness. And no one, you can dress yourself as a shaman. You can put all the feathers in your hand. You can dress as a guru. You can do all these symbols. But if your inner dialogue is not a prayer, a deep prayer, for consciousness, especially when you are hurt, you are in the game of power. You are in the game of being right. And you are in separation. You are the one that you are isolated. You are the one contributing exactly for the world that you criticize. So we are here to help each other to rise and to heal all these layers of unconsciousness. And I'm so happy that we can do this together. So we will go to the exercise so we can really put in practice this growth into awareness that we all need totally and more than ever in mankind. So when we come out of this quarantena, and sending all my support to the ones that you are really fighting with the consequence of quarantena and the fears, we can really transform our life first, our kids' life, because of our vibration, our example, our relations, especially the intimate ones, couples. We need to wake up. We need to divorce. We need to stay together, but we need to become authentic with each other. And forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools that I know. So everyone, take a deep breath, and I will guide you through an exercise. This exercise will have some phases. Please just follow my voice so we can step by step to arrive to all the stages of this process. Take a deep breath and another one, relaxing the tensions that you might feel in your body. Take a deep breath in that area and just bring more air and attention to that area so you can start feeling that you are melting that tension. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a deep breath. And I invite you to bring a memory and visualize that the situation that you were really hurt by a person, that you felt such an injustice. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember that moment and that situation, exactly what happened in that time, in that moment, and how you felt, maybe sad, maybe anger, a sense of injustice, that you didn't deserve that. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And now I invite you to stay with that vision and that feelings with yourself. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. Take a deep breath. So everyone, I want you to write to me what was the part of your emotional body that you were hurt. For example, I was betrayed. I felt that was unjust. I felt that someone took the ground of me. I want you to write right now with 100% of honesty, the ones that you are available to be honest. Where were you hurt? If it's possible to write, where were you hurt when you felt this injustice? In my heart. I was cheated by my ex, betrayed, heart. I felt bones are broken. I was without grounds for the person that I never expected. My heart and all my personality structure, belief system, I felt it was unjust. Heart, injustice. My dignity was hurt. I felt injustice. Heart, neck, soul, heart. Okay, darlings. Take a deep breath, everyone. Now, I want you to close your eyes again. Refused by a man that I loved, hurt, betrayed, injustice. Mind can't realize it. Everyone, take a deep breath. Close your eyes. When you feel injustice, when you feel the ground is taken from you, what does it tell about you? Or what is the deeper feeling under that? I will say a sentence and you will see inside of you if resonates or not. Yes. If it resonates, you write me. If it doesn't, you don't try it. So when I feel this injustice that takes me to so many other emotions, I feel that I don't have the power to deal with the reality, that somehow I'm impotent, that I don't have the power to transform that. So the ones that this resonates inside, when I feel an injustice, I feel helpfulness. Okay. From Facebook, yes, it's true. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, it resonates. Okay. So when we feel helpfulness, that we don't have to have pity for myself, yes. When we feel that's not anymore really, that's good. But in that moment, when we feel that we are helpfulness and we can't even help the other person to change her behavior, that's why we don't have the powers to do something. This unconscious question starts to rise. Why this happened to me? Why is the world like that? When we start to touch this question that is very unconscious but very strong, it has centuries of this negative authority in society, what happens is that we somehow cut this big trust from the universe, that everything that is happening to us has a meaning that we can't even reach, but we only can have faith that our spirit, no matter what we experience here, is ready to go through it. And that's why I wanted to put in that place where somehow we feel that we can't even change what happened, and especially we can't change the other, because we confront this inner doubt inside. Why is this happening, this in this world? We come to this position that we start questioning the reason even for our lives, and we go into this mistrust that we carry for centuries. And I would like you in this moment to come to a place uh, by closing your eyes and putting your hand in your heart, breathing in, breathing out, and to go to that moment that you felt that you were really hurt and there was a big injustice, that no matter what happened, your soul, your spirit is totally alive. And you have an emotional body that is a language from your personality structure, that part was damaged and was wounded. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling this, that your soul and your spirit is always free, and only your emotional body from your personality could get wounded and damaged. Taking a deep breath and open your eyes. So we need to focus our attention for healing in the emotional body, of course, physical body, if there is a physical wound, and in our belief system, is where we focus our attention for healing and for growth. From our spirit and soul, we can have this deep faith where we can manifest this capacity for asking for healing through prayer, not in a religious way, but in this deep faith that from our spirit and our soul, we are always a whole and we can't be hurt there. When we start to work with our emotional body and personality structure, we need to understand in the emotional body, in the personality structure, what was our responsibility in the wounds where we got wounded. If we had a responsibility of getting wounded because we position ourselves, because we don't put limits, because we allow, we need to heal and to work in healing this part that we were responsible. And through this process of healing and becoming responsible, we will come to a place that we understand why we put ourselves there, and we start to find compassion for this wounded part that we all carry. When we arrive to the wounded part of ourselves and we start to have compassion, we can look to the other person, and even not knowing the reasons of her actions and behaviors, we automatically know for sure there was a reason why that person was behaving in that sense of hurting another human being. And the true compassion for that person, even if we don't agree, even if we put boundaries, even if we cut relations, we understand that the wounded part of that person was in control, was acting out from the very unconscious part, because his true essence is not that. Other certain ways, certain situations that something, for example, a child that is a child of abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, or a child that lives in countries there's war, people that they don't have the direct responsibility of a war that started, and you see being killed in front of you. You have the right to see if you are ready to forgive, or you have the right to say, I'm not ready to forgive. So you have the right to decide what you want. When you decide that you want to enter the process of forgiveness, that you are not directly responsible, because if we go to Buddhism or other religions or philosophies, that we are not only in this life, that we already carry so many situations. They would say that this could be karma, and we are, in the wheel of samsara, and that we are bringing the responsibility from other lives. But if we take that, if you are not directly responsible in this life as a child of abuse, you have the power to decide how to work with that, so you can liberate yourself from a big wound. And when we decide to step by step to liberate ourselves from a big wound, what we are deciding is to rise our consciousness above the emotional body, above the mind system that tells you what was wrong, what was right, and to bring yourself inside to a place where you find yourself in peace. So when we decide to go into a forgiveness process, it's about your liberation. It's about your inner peace. It's about you deciding that no more Okay, Instagram direct. I need to go back and to put again direct. Already 1 hour. Here we go. Yes, I'm already. Thank you, Working with Satya team, telling me. Teresa, it's you, huh? Thank you so much. Okay. So everyone is coming again in Instagram Direct. Welcome, everyone. So when we go into this process of forgiveness, is about welcome, everyone. It's about of your true liberation and rising your consciousness and melting all the hooks of the emotional body that we have the right, because when we dive into this physical reality, we dive with emotional body that is a language, a code, so we can interact with each other and we can process this dimension. So this process is very, very significant and very healing in terms of your own liberation and expansion of your awareness. So regarding the exercise, I will repeat how to use this in your normal life. And I want to tell that true forgiveness for something that really opened a big wound to yourself sometimes can take years. Forgive is when you really find peace inside of you, even if sometimes when you remember, you feel the shock and the trauma of the situation. But it's when you don't feel the need uh, to to the mind to have reasons to still be in the story, for the emotions to rise strongly about something or about someone. Is when you are free, when you see the situation or the person, and there's a neutrality, because you already turned this pain into a process, like the river that we were speaking the last video, the river of pain, where we swim. So this forgiveness has these stages, this forgiveness process to work with situations and people. First of all, you need to recognize the situation that you felt and that was unjusted, that had unjusted, and you felt pain. Then you need to go to your emotional body where you can be hurt. Emotional body, or even your belief systems about life and yourself. Where do you feel that you were wounded? Where you were wounded about emotional body and belief systems, and even physical pain. For example, the children that they were abused, or a person that was raped, or you were in war and you were beaten, killed, tortured, or that you were the one inflicting this. You need to see where is the wound in the emotional, physical, and mind body. In that, you need to see where you were responsible for positioning yourself in that situation. And if you have a part of responsibility, you need to work with that part. When you are working, when you really start to becoming responsible for your position, you will see that step by step, you will find through emotional liberation this deep compassion towards to yourself and automatically for the other. And then this compassion has a timing. For you it's a certain time, for another person is a different time, that will start to melt all the strong emotions, and step by step you will melt this projection of these strong emotions on the other. And you will see that everyone in his true essence is not what they inflict or they do, including yourself. That it was your unconscious part that brought you to some actions or that person too. And when we come to a point that we can already see that, we start to melt easily these strong emotions towards the other person or to ourselves. I'm a terrible person, I did this. You will see how you start to melt. And through that, layer by layer, will bring you to a more neutrality space, a neutral space inside of yourself, and more inner peace. When you see that you don't have direct responsibility, it's a choice to start to working with that. Is where prayer really comes in, not in a religious place, but like inner dialogue from you to yourself, higher self, directly to yourself, to your heart, to God, to the mystery, to life, that you are, please help me to transform these strong emotions. From, for example, this abuse, this torture, please, I want to release this. And when you start to release, to pray for this, you will see that you will come to a point, no matter how much time you will bring, that your mind understand already that yes, this person had to be in a very wounded place and very unconscious to inflict that on me. But if you think in terms of storms and these big waves, how they say, these big waves that they come in Indonesia, that they kill so many people, that I knew. Tsunamis. Sometimes we are angry with God. We are, it's so unfair. So when we go to this tsunami, thank you. When we go to this place where we really ask for help to melt all these strong feelings of unfair, what are we doing? We are opening the door to this bigger trust of life. And that's what we really want, is to let go these emotions that trigger as always a separation. And then you will see step by step how you will feel much at easier and more at peace. And I will give you another example, so for you to see this in real life. So I had a relation for a long time, 7 years, with a person that we arrived to a place that it was a very toxic relation. And I felt really hurt. And of course, I directly dive into this process of becoming responsible for my part. And I saw all the wounds that I was carrying since childhood. That's why I didn't put limits. I saw why I was so attached to that relation. And I stayed so many years, even if it was so toxic. I saw my part, but even becoming responsible, my emotional body was still in pain. And I was praying every night and every day, say, please help me. I can't sustain this poison inside of me. I couldn't even hear the name. I was like, I don't want. And why? There was a moment, even understanding that that person was in the wounded place and I was in the wounded place and we were co-creating reality. I understood that was something in my ego that I didn't want to let go. That was the realization that I wanted that I was the right one. And we all come to a point that we want to be the ones that we know better, that we are the special one, even if you project that in your victim. I'm the biggest victim. I am, or the biggest abuser, or the one that did the most horrible things. I hear many people saying to me, how can I forgive myself? I did horrible things. And they did it. It's true, they did it. I already heard so many crimes, so many things, and they did it. But there's the ego structure that doesn't want to let go that we are the most horrible, special, and to surrender simply to be nothing, to let go, not being right, not being wrong. It's where true peace starts to come in. So what we are fighting in and resisting in a deeper level through the forgiveness process is to our ego. So in the emotional level and personality level in this life, yes, we are fighting, we are forgiving someone. They did this so badly to me. It was so unfair, you know. At the deeper level, when we speak about true consciousness, what we are really resisting and fighting is our ego. And that's the real work is where everything happens. And that's what we want here to do in awareness meetings. So I hope that when something very painful happened to you, that you project in the other all horrible things that he is, she is, and it's true that their actions are terrible ones. You can connect yourself with deeper, higher level of consciousness where you can see that we all come from the same pure consciousness, and we can come to a place that we work with our personality ego structure. That's the most deeper thing that we can do. If we work with that, everything that we relate outside becomes totally different. Our fights, they are not even fights. They are just possibility gates of true awareness. And that's what I want to give you today. So, everyone, if this is helping you, my words are helping you in this moment to rise more awareness, to help you to become closer to yourself, please write me. Yes, it's helping me. So we are here together and we can interact. Thank you for your comments, Teresa and Marisa. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, someone. Yes, very much. Mehar saying so difficult. Yes, and step by step we go. We are so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for everyone, for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really hope that from the place where I am with my consciousness and the work that I do, I can really support you. And I always say that this is not about you become a follower of Satya. It's nothing like that. It's the opposite. Is to really support you to rise into your consciousness with your own truth, with your own awareness, with your own journey of your soul. Step by step, we all need to do this, all of us. Otherwise, we are just isolated and it's not even reality. It's a big illusion. So we need to come together in this work. We all need to wake up. We need to transform and to vibrate totally different. So when we come out of this, we can use this time of quarantena to really change something. I can't go back to retreats. Me too, my loves. Me too. I can't wait for our retreats and to hug you all. And we dance together and we cry together and we sing together and we hug together. Me too. But we are doing here. It's what we are doing here. Thank you. Thank you. We are here all together doing this. So, before we go to the last prayer of the day, yes, crying, tears and tears, allow the heart to speak. Tears is the way of our heart has to speak, to clean, to express itself. Yes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. So, before we go to the last prayer that is always for peace, especially in this moment that many people are going through difficulties already because of quarantena, with the fear of the future, fear of financial crisis, fears of not knowing what is going on, but with the situation of the quarantena that many families are already having so many conflicts, people totally alone, already tired of being alone, wanting to go outside, to dance, to hug, to work. Please pass our We Stay Together movement. 35 awareness facilitator trainees. They are in the second year, but I totally trust them. It's totally volunteer work, totally for free. The ones that you know that they are having troubles at home in quarantena, say, there's a person here, go to Working with Satya website, and you have all these people that they speak Italian, Hungarian, Russian, Ukrainian, English, Spanish, sorry, I don't know the other language that we all have, to support you. You can cry with them, you can share, and they can give you tools to work with that. Pass the We Stay Together movement to the ones that in all countries, so to support you. We are here every day giving sessions totally for free. And I want to send my deepest prayers for the ones that you are in difficult times, especially for the ones that you are in a country that everything is already going very crazy, like going to super malls and shops, stealing, fighting for food, police and militaries coming. We need all to pray for peace. And I hope that these politicians, they can stay in peace and not even starting a worse situation. So that's why we need to rise our vibration, so we contribute for that. So this last prayer is for that. So we can rise inner peace inside of ourselves and to vibrate, emanate that, so we can support this vibration in the world. And you really do the difference. You really make a difference. Everything that we vibrate, you make the difference. So don't think that this is like blah, 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 spiritual talk. It's really about vibration. And it's beyond any spirituality. It's practical life. So we will offer the most beautiful prayers in our last prayer of the day. So everyone, put your hands in front of your heart or on top of your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and another one. And now visualize that you are opening the door of your heart. And inside you see this burning fire, almost transparent. But you sense the presence, so powerful, full of life, full of energy. Pure energy vibrating. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And now you invite the planet Earth with all his people, with all his animals and rocks and plants and stars and rivers and mountains and forests and jungles. inside of your heart. And you send all this burning fire of life to them, full of peace and love and compassion, surrounding each part, each moment of planet Earth, without separation, without judging anyone, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And just for now, you just send love and compassion and love and peace, deep peace. Take a deep breath. And the ones that you are more sensitive and sensible, and you feel that is too much to keep planet Earth inside of you, you just take planet Earth into the universe and you blow with a lot of love and care to the air, and you close the door of your heart. And the ones that you feel that you have enough space, inner space and resources to keep planet Earth and everyone inside, you just keep there, planet Earth, and you close the door of your heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Another deep breath. And open your eyes. So everyone, I hope this session can support your growth and awareness in this practical daily life. So we really rise each other into a more conscious life. For me, this is a privilege to be with you every day. It has been an amazing march together. We are in a unique moment of history of our mankind, and we are a part of it. We are a responsible part of it, and each one of us, we decide what to do with our time in quarantena. And I'm very grateful for you to decide that you are using at least this 2 p.m. Portuguese time awareness meetings for your growth, so you can contribute for a better world and a better life for yourself and to the ones that you love, and for everyone around, even in different countries, because we are all in this together. Thank you everyone for using your time in this conscious way, and I hope that I can always grow so I can support you much better than I did it today, step by step, growing together, all of us. With my respect and honor for each one of you, thank you so much. And now we only meet on Tuesdays and Fridays, because we need to give more time individually to people that they are really fighting. Today I had some sessions, and I want to tell you that we can really help each other to give a little bit more peace, at least support, and people feel that they are not alone. We are not alone. And I want to send to my beloved family in Ukraine and Russia that I spent so much time there, and Hungarians and Greece, all of us that we gather as a big family, in Peruvians, all of you, and Portuguese and England, all the ones that we work in retreats for a long time. Please take care of yourself. This is not time for panic. Feel the fear, but use the fear to grow. And it's time to be responsible. You need to take care of yourself. Take precautions. This is a reality. It's not a reality to go in fear. It's a reality to rise our vibration. We do this together. We stay together. With all my love, and sending my prayers to the ones that I know and that I don't know, that they are fighting with strong emotions and for their lives, from quarantena in coronavirus and from all the other situations, poverty, emotional abuse, physical abuse, other sickness. We, as brothers and sisters, praying for everyone. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. See you on Friday. All my love. All my love. Yes, we can cry together, always. And we can cry just to clean our heart and rise, all of us. Thank you. Feeling the feelings, waking up for feeling. The more we feel, the more we rise. If you are afraid to feel, you will numb yourself. Feeling, feeling. With feeling, we wake up. Feeling, allowing the feelings to rise, because they are gates for perception, to rise consciousness and to deep healing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All my love to all of you. Missing you in a deep sense of feeling your body in mine, feeling your hands, feeling your hugs. A deep, deep feeling of this. So grateful for life that we have a body to feel each other. So grateful. So grateful. Thank you. So I will now end broadcasting in Facebook Live. See you on Friday.